YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. For all of my new subbies, thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel. This is going to be my first vlogging video. I just got back from New Orleans, Louisiana, honey, a couple of maybe 3 weeks ago, and primarily I went there for the Color Box Makeup Studios Bootcamp Class 1 and 2 and the Airbrush Seminar. And the reason why I was so interested in doing this course was because I wanted a better understanding of makeup and the makeup industry as a whole. And you know, you could always learn something new. Well, this was an absolute wake-up call for me that I did not know what I was doing. Basically, I've always called myself a makeup artist because I have clients, I do makeup, I love makeup, I have people that like what I do, I get hired to do it, so I would consider myself a makeup artist. Well, after I got there, actually after the first class, that proved me wrong. Let's just keep it real. So I was actually a makeup putter honor. That is what I was before taking this class. And by that, I mean, I was watching videos on YouTube. I was watching videos on Instagram. And I would study how these girls were doing it and this and that. And that is why I was classifying myself as a makeup artist, because I basically copied what they were doing. It looked good. People liked how it looked. I took bomb selfies. If I was going out, or if they were going out, or for a wedding or something like that, their makeup would look flawless. It would look really good. My clients were happy, and I just considered myself to be a makeup artist. But the more I took this course, the more I realized that I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't know that there was a difference between silicone-based makeup, water-based makeup, mineral-based makeup, how different things affect the makeup, how the makeup reads on camera, how the makeup will read on those, like a multi-million-dollar movie set, how it's gonna look on camera. For example, this whole thing with the baking. You know, people are saying, oh, well, you have to bake because that's what sets your concealer and stuff. And okay, let me just say this. Okay, this is not going to be a bashing video. Okay, I just want to make that clear. But just know that if you want to put makeup on and look glamorous, or put makeup on people for an event or something like that, or to take really good selfies or whatever, that's cool, and that's your thing, that's cool. But you cannot be putting on pounds of makeup, like all of this concealer and powder on top of it and all this shit on your face, and go on set, like on a movie set. That is not gonna look good on camera. It is not. Powder with HD cameras, it's not good. That's one of the things that I learned. This class was actually a makeup wake-up call. That's what I'm actually going to call this video, because there was a lot of things that I didn't realize that I now realize. And now I know why these, you know, professional makeup artists that actually work on editorial magazines and movie sets, and an actual makeup artist, I can understand why they get insulted when they see these young girls on YouTube throwing all this shit on their face, calling themselves a makeup artist. I get it. Now I get it. Now that I have a better understanding of the training, the amount of training that these guys go through, and they call themselves a professional makeup artist, and then you have these young girls on YouTube, and I was one of them. Because it is artistic, it is an art, but to take the title of professional makeup artist, it's a little gray there. It's a little gray there. I don't know. That's why that's why we called it in class makeup putter honors, because that's exactly what it is. Really, we're just throwing makeup on, but not really understanding what base does what, and how it reacts, and what it looks like on camera, and how to camouflage certain things. And less is more. Less is more. That's one of the things that I learned in this class. So this class, the Colorbox Makeup Studios Bootcamp Class 1 and 2 and the Airbrush, the instructor's name is Carrie Herda. If you guys have never heard of Carrie, you need to Google her and check her credentials because she is no joke. This woman is a professional makeup artist. If you are looking to if you're looking for a teacher to teach you how to do a cut crease, winged eyeliner, this class is not for you. It is much, much deeper than that. Please Google Carrie. You will see that she is very well known in LA. She works on commercials. She works on movies. She works on television series. I mean, this woman is the real deal. If you want to take your makeup artistry to the next level, you need to learn from someone that is actually in the industry. I'm not talking about, no offense to the Mac makeup artist, no offense, but if you want to learn real movie editorial makeup artistry, you need to learn from someone that is in that industry. And with the stuff that Carrie taught me, it's invaluable. I can't even put it into words. And if she has an advanced class, I've already told her that I'll fly. I don't care where it is, I'll fly out to take that course because she's the real deal. So kudos to you, Carrie. Kudos to you. But anyways, this is going to be my blog. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to be doing kind of a talk through, so I'll be popping up here and there throughout the video. And let me know your thoughts. Let's get this video started. So I started off, as soon as I got onto the plane, I whipped out my phone and I'm like, I want to take a video of this plane taking off. So I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning. My flight was at 5:30 and I got to Houston. I can't remember how long the flight was to Houston, but I had to stop off at Houston first. There's no direct flight from Vancouver to New Orleans. So I had to stop off at Houston airport. There's absolutely nothing to do with that airport. It is so far from everything, so you can't even leave the airport. But I was only there for an hour and 45 minutes, so it wasn't that big of a deal. There was absolutely nothing in this airport. I saw this little benefit vending machine, which I thought was super cute, so I took a picture of that. But other than that, there really wasn't too much to do. And finally, after boarding the plane, I got to New Orleans probably around 5:30, I think. Yeah, it was about 5:30 in the evening. As soon as I got off that plane, the humidity killed my hair. I fought with my hair the entire trip when I was down there. It is so humid down there, you guys. So humid. It was worse than Atlanta. It was so humid down there. And but you know what? I just said screw it. After the first day and my hair was not cooperating, I was just like, forget it. But other than that, got to my hotel, the Country Inn. I will leave a link. That hotel was amazing, you guys. The staff was amazing at this hotel. I'm sorry if you can hear that. There's a lot of construction going on in my neighborhood and it's super annoying. But anyways, the hotel was awesome. The staff was awesome. They had these freshly baked cookies every hour. So it's like the whole hotel smelled like cookies the whole time I was there. So I ate a lot when I was down there. But I didn't do very much on the first night because I was exhausted. I had been traveling all day and I just wanted to shower and grab some food and watch a movie and go to bed. So that's pretty much what I did. Looks like the sun has decided to come out. I'm gonna go downstairs and check out the free breakfast that they have at this hotel. So far, I'm super impressed. I have my face on, I'm showered, good, and ready for my first day of Colorbox Makeup Studios Bootcamp. The next day, we met all the students in the class. We all got monogrammed makeup bags, which I thought was such a cute touch. And we got tons of stuff. Like we had, like, Carrie gave us brushes. She gave us promo code cards, like discount cards for makeup artists and all that kind of stuff. And I like the structure of the way that these classes were set up. So the first half of the class was sort of like a lecture environment where, you know, Carrie would be at the front and all the students were sitting down. and we all had our own binders and stuff like that. And then the second half of the day was downstairs, in which they had set up, her and her team had set up, it looked like a Hollywood makeup studio. It was like a dream. It's almost like you hear the angels, wah! Like you go down there and you see all the lights on, and we're just like, oh my god, like now it seems real when we got down there. Everyone had their own stations. We had a professional photographer there. Hey, Michael. He is such a nice guy, and we had him pretty much at our disposal. He knows his stuff, and he knows how makeup reads on camera, and he actually taught us a little bit about cameras as well, the different lenses and what they do. So it was awesome. And the models that we had were amazing. I don't know where Carrie found these models. I think that they were either models or from talent agencies or what, but these models were sweet and they were gorgeous. They were so easy to work on. So it was nice. It was really nice. I liked how everything was very organized. I could not believe how much energy Carrie had. For those 6 days to be able to have that level of energy and to be able to keep it up for that long, kudos to you, Carrie. Kudos to you. I learned so much. And the thing I liked about the way that Carrie teaches is she doesn't teach you bullshit. She doesn't teach you stuff that you're not gonna need. You know, like when you take a course like in college or something, and they teach you all this shit, and it's like, when am I ever gonna use that? Just teach me what I need to know, groom me so that I'm prepared. So if I go on set or if I get hired to do something, I'm gonna have a better understanding. Okay, so our first assignment was to do a clean look. So Carrie we did the lecture style in the morning. So she went over and told us what we would be doing, and then the second half of the day we all did the clean look on our models. Okay, so I'm laughing because we all failed miserably and she actually made us redo it. Thank God she made us redo it. I actually really appreciated her making us redo it because we all got it wrong. But this was the look that I put on this poor child. Here I was thinking, damn, like she looks good, you know, and, and I'm like, no girl, no, hold on, wait, stop. That is not a clean look. And we all pretty much failed that part of the class. And I think a lot of it has to do with a lot of us were watching chicks on YouTube and Instagram, and we were all heavy with the brushes. This is not a clean look. This is not something that a director is going to want you to do on an actor. If a director says to you they want a clean look, this is not it. This is not it. This is actually more suitable to be like a light classic bridal look, but this is not a clean look. This is a clean look. And I'm going to try and explain to you what the difference is. So you can see on your screen that my model on the left here, she has like no makeup on, okay? And in the middle is what I put on this poor child, and on the right is a clean makeup look. So when a director wants a clean makeup look, if they want it to look like they just got out of bed, brushed their teeth, washed their face, and jumped out the door. Fresh, dewy, you can't see the makeup, it looks like you did something but they can't really put their finger on it. That's what they want. If they can see the makeup on the actor, they'll fire you. That's not what they want. So you have to understand the lingo. You have to understand what is expected of you as a makeup artist. When they ask for a clean look, they do not want to see mascara. They do not want to see defined eyebrows. I mean, when you go on YouTube and you type in clean look, I mean, you know, I'm guilty of it too. I am not bashing anybody. I'm just saying, if you were to ask me to do a clean and simple look, I would have like the full foundation, full concealer, powdered, baked, all this crap on the face, and it's not gonna look good on HD cameras. It's just not. Especially if you're doing an editorial shot or if you're doing a commercial. You can't do that. So she taught us what an actual clean look is, and now I can proudly say we all passed, because we had to redo it. So we all passed, and now we know what the lingo is. If a director asks you to do a clean look, this is what they want. So on day 2, we did classic bridal makeup, and that was really interesting too. I had a bit of a wake-up call on this day too. So with the bridal makeup, it was sort of like the clean look, but just intensified. So that's when we start to add in a little bit of contour, a little bit of highlight, a little bit more coloring on the cheeks, the mascara, the eyelashes, the fake lashes, the eyeshadow, and you know, the lipstick and stuff. And what I learned from this too is there's different types of bridal. You know, I think that it depends on where you're from. You really need to know your demographic. Where I'm from in Vancouver, we have a lot of East Indians here, and we have a lot of Asians here as well. I know for Indian brides here, they are not looking for no clean look. I mean, the weddings, the Indian weddings here can range from 800 to 1,200 people. They're huge. They're 4-day, 5-day events, and they don't want no clean look. I mean, they want their eyebrows to be on fleek. They want to have the very dramatic, heavy eyes, the dramatic look. I mean, when you have 1,200 people in a hall, you want to make sure that the chick all the way in the back can see that your eyes are on point. So you really have to know your demographic. You need to know what your client wants, and if it's an Indian bride, you know, you have to make sure that you get that specified and what it is that they want. But as far as doing a classic bride, we did do that. I did touch on it a little bit on the first day because I was so heavy with the brush. We were all heavy with the brush, and I think that the reason why is just from what we were conditioned watching videos and watching other people do makeup. So we had to sort of detach from that when we took Carrie's class to kind of retrain our brains and to actually listen to what she's saying and to do what she is telling us to do, not what we think she wants us to do. Does that make sense? So that was a little bit of a wake-up call for me as well. That, you know, the classic bridal look, how the makeup is going to look on camera, how it's going to read on camera. You want your brides to look dewy and glowy. You don't want a matte face that is not going to look good on camera, and just things like that. So that was a really cool class. I learned a lot out of that class. So day 3 was HD makeup, and we learned how makeup reads on camera and how important it is that you understand the different types of makeup. You know, we went into how to make tears look realistic. We got into the different types of bases of makeup, where you should use one type of makeup versus another type of makeup. How to deal with sweat and to deal with tears so it doesn't like cut through the makeup. There was one of the things that I learned too was, you know, if somebody is sweating, that a lot of people would think to put powder on, which is the worst thing you could do, especially on camera and on film, because once you mix powder with water, i.e. sweat or tears, that makes mud. When you actually think about it and you mix water with powder, what do you get? You almost get like a muddy kind of a clay type texture. So you don't want to be doing that. So she taught us a lot about what to do to correct certain things, and how to, you know, I really had to detach myself from old habits and watching videos and getting misinformation. I had to really come back and be like, listen to the teacher, listen to what she's saying. Don't worry about what you thought was right or what you have been doing in the past. Listen to her. So that was actually a really cool class too. I enjoyed the HD one because that sort of helped me understand how cameras work too. That's when Michael came in and talked a lot about the different types of lenses and what they do, and lighting and all that kind of stuff. It was actually really in depth, so I learned a lot about this. This boot camp class, I think I took probably 8 or 9 pages back and forth of notes, because so much of the information that I learned was new. This was not a class that's, you know, geared towards just throwing makeup on. It was actually the basis behind the makeup and why we do certain things and why things are done in the industry the way that they are. So that was a really cool class, and that was a lot of information that I took out of that class anyway. Type of thing. And the one thing I did take out of this was don't be a makeup putter on. That's not what I want to do. I think it's cool though. I think that if some people want to just put makeup on and do little mini tutorials and do their thing online, I think that's totally cool. That's where I was, but I feel like I'm sort of transitioning from there. I want to go further than that. I don't want to just stop there. I actually want to get into the actual movie industry and do a little bit more of the creative side. I hope that makes sense. But that's kind of what I got out of this whole boot camp experience as well. We went to a place called Giacomo's. It wasn't actually too far. I'll make sure I put a link in the description box, and because I really wanted some soul food, and I had asked one of the girls in our class, she was one of the assistants that were working, Phoenix, how you doing, Phoenix? And we had asked her, like, what's a really, really good place that we can go to for some soul food. And she told us about this Giacomo's place. So we went there, and I loved it. Because I wanted to get some really good soul food while I was there. So we went there. It was so good. And I had, it's kind of a, it's a quaint place. It was kind of weird. You had to kind of go through the kitchen to get to our table, which was weird. It was really eclectic. Like, it had like a bunch of stuff like on the walls and stuff, but everyone was super, super friendly in there, and the food was amazing. I got to try deep fried oyster for the first time. I've never had that, on a bed of spinach, and it had some kind of dressing on it or something. And I finally got to have my shrimp gumbo. It wasn't as spicy as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be super hot. I had my Tums with me and everything, but I didn't need it. It wasn't spicy, but it was very savory. So I did like that, because I'm more of a salt person than a sweet person. And so I really liked that. I got to have my watermelon margarita for the first time. Went back to the hotel and got ready for the next day. On day 4 was the era time period makeup. Carrie gave us a bunch of iconic female actresses and singers, entertainers, and some of them were in black and white, some of them were in color, and she had the models come in, and we had to duplicate the pictures. So for me, the first one that I had was Jean Harlow, and at first I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna make this chick look like her? But you know what, you just have to look at the picture and look at the detail. That's what it was. Like, for me, I just looked at the eyeliner, I looked at the color of the lips, I looked at that type of stuff, and I just tried to mimic it as best as I could. When they put the wig on my model, I thought, oh my god, yeah, she does look like her. And when you have the magic of Michael behind the camera, and then all of a sudden it gets converted into black and white, and you look at the side by side, I was super impressed with that. I thought, yes, I nailed that one. I nailed it. So I was really happy with that one. The next one that I had, Josephine Baker. So with Josephine Baker, I was super excited because I love working with gold. I love gold makeup on black skin. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. So when I got my model and I saw that it was Josephine Baker, I was like, oh, this is gonna be really fun. And I said to her, I'm like, don't worry, I'm not gonna butcher your eyebrows, because I don't know what Josephine was thinking with them eyebrows, man. She was like, don't touch my eyebrows. But I just added a little bit of concealer to her eyebrows and sort of tried to cover up a little bit of the hairs, and so you'll see the side by side. I think I nailed that one pretty well too, and she was super happy with the look. She had said that she was gonna grab her boyfriend and go out for that night because she had gotten her makeup done, so she was super happy about it. So that made me happy. Like, you know, when you put makeup on someone and you could tell that they're happy about it, they don't want to take the makeup off, it's the best feeling ever. A couple of pictures of other students' work that I thought was really, really well done. We had a lot of really talented girls in our class. They were amazing. We have one here of Tina Turner. And we've got Barbara Streisand here. And Debbie Harry. And this one looked really good. The blending that she did was amazing on that one. So Saturday night we decided to go down to Bourbon Street, and it was really interesting actually. Bourbon Street, there's nowhere in Vancouver that's quite like Bourbon Street. It was very busy. There was a lot of these I don't know what you call them, but they're people like that have like the Bible and the cross, and they have like the megaphone, and they're talking about you know, cleanse your sins and all this. It was kind of weird. I'd never seen anything quite like that, but they're everywhere too. Like, Bourbon Street is long.
A child is. How humble a child is. How forgiving a child is. And you know what happens in this world so much today is so many people operate, you know?
It's I don't know how long it was, but it felt like we were walking for a while. But there was a lot of people there. It is just like you see on TV. They had the people up top throwing the beads. I can't even tell you how many clubs there were down there, but it seemed like every time we passed by a club, it was good music. Really good music that was playing, and I was just like, oh my god, let's go to this club, let's go here. I got my first hand grenade, which is a really long drink. It was super sweet though. I couldn't finish it, so I ended up giving it to my classmate Elena. I ended up giving it to her because I was like, girl, I can't drink this, it's so sweet. so she helped me out with that. She was super sweet too. She was the only one really that offered to take me down to Bourbon Street, because I was like, yeah, I want to check out Bourbon Street. I want to, you know, if I'm coming down to New Orleans, I have to go down to the French Quarters. So she graciously took me down there, and we had a good time. We met up with some of her friends down there, and they like to party too. And I met some people, took pictures with them. Oh, I met drag queens down there, took pictures with them. And it was fun. It was a really cool experience. We went to this one place because I was like, oh, I want to get a po' boy sandwich. I want to get one of those. And I wasn't impressed because the place that we went to was sort of like a fast food place. So I got the gumbo. It wasn't that good because even Elena tried it. She said it wasn't that great. And the po' boy wasn't deep fried. I wanted it deep fried. It was kind of dry, and I was like, what is this? So I was a little bit disappointed with that, but you know what, I made up for it later on in the trip. I did get some really good soul food, and I ate a lot in New Orleans. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty much like, you know what, it's not like I'm gonna be coming back down here next week, so I might as well get my fill in now. New Orleans is definitely a party place. There is a lot of people. I did not feel unsafe. People were telling me that, oh, New Orleans is so unsafe. I did not feel that at all. I mean, if you carry on like an idiot, you're going to be treated like an idiot. So, you know, just be mindful and be mindful around you. And the people there were fine. I did not meet anybody mean there or that seemed to have ill will or anything like that. Everyone that I met there, and I'm not just talking about my class and the hotel, I'm talking about just regular people that I met on the street were very, very nice and very sincere. So I loved it, and I'm definitely going back to New Orleans. I'm coming back to see y'all. I'm coming back to see you. They all made fun of me because I said A down there. I'm Canadian, I can't help it, I say A. So day 5 was special effects makeup. That was another really, really fun day as well. We learned how to do bruises. We learned how to make scrapes and cuts and oozing bloody cuts and all kinds of stuff. So that was super, super fun. We got to work with Dermaflage as well, which is a silicone. It's like a silicone base material that you can put over scars. Like if I have a scar on my face, you could put it on and you can't even see where that scar is. I did get a starter kit from Dermaflage. Thank you guys so much, and I will be doing a demonstration on that in the next little while. I did get formal training from Carrie on that, so I have a little bit more confidence in using it. It comes in a wide range of colors, and it's super easy to use. There is a bit of a technique to get down, but once you get it, then it's pretty easy to use. And then we also got to use the Dermaflage special effects, it's called the special effects line that they have, and there's like dried blood, fresh blood, old blood, like there's all these different things, pus, infected. There's like all these different things that you can buy to make things look so real. And this is what I put on my model. I made it look like she just got her ass beat, and my classmate Callie was beside me, and she had a model and she made her look like she was beaten up, and I thought, let's put these two girls together. So we put them both together in one photo, and it was awesome. My model, you can see, is kind of laughing, but Callie's model was totally into it. But these girls were so sweet. She even got the hair pull in there and everything, and Michael was like, yeah, let's do it. So we got some really good pictures for our portfolios and stuff, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I loved about this boot camp class. Was it was sort of like everyone was just collabing with everyone, and it was just positive, and there was no cattiness, there was no bitchiness. It was just, everyone was just there to learn and have a good time. I mean, class was over at 5, but I'm telling you, there were days that I didn't get out of there until after 7 because we were just having so much fun, and it was just, it was amazing. It was an amazing experience, you guys. I would definitely recommend it. Again, only if you are serious. If you are serious about getting into this industry, you know, I will definitely put the Colorbox website down below, and you can see the courses and the dates that they're available. And you cannot just enroll online. You need to talk to somebody. I believe, I'm not sure if Carrie speaks to every single person, but I know that you can't just, you know, sign up for the course online. She wants to talk to you to make sure that you are in that headspace. You are in that, it's not like you just want to just take this just as a willy-nilly course. This is a career. This is not just becoming a makeup putter honor. This is actually becoming a true makeup artist and to perfecting this craft. So touched on doing tattoo coverage as well. So you'll see here that my model had this cute little tattoo on her arm, and I had covered up with makeup. This will really come in handy for weddings and stuff like that. Like, a lot of times the brides don't want to have their tattoos showing, and so we learned the special techniques. It's not just throwing on concealer, guys. Again, that might be something you see on YouTube, but there are specific things that you can use that will not come off and does a really, really good job and looks really convincing that there was no tattoo there at all. So this is a picture, you can see it somewhere here, that, you know, the before and after, and I think I need a little bit more practice in it though, but I'm almost there. I mean, most people can't tell that there was a tattoo there. I can still see it, if that makes sense, because I know it was there, but to, you know, to a random person, they would never know. But again, just makeup artistry, that's what it's about. It's about perfecting your craft. So this is day 6, it's the last day. This was the Airbrush Seminar, and I have always wanted to learn how to use that airbrush machine. You know, before getting into makeup, I was an artist, so I would paint and I would use Photoshop and do a lot of whimsical cartoonish type things, and the airbrush machine always interested me, but I was always a little bit scared of it, to be honest with you. So we got to do hands-on airbrushing, and it was actually really interesting. I think for me personally, like, I actually bought the machine and the brush and everything because it was cheaper to buy it down there than it is up here, of course. But I find that the airbrush machine for me would come really in handy if I had like a large bridal party. I think that if I was gonna do like say foundation for all of these brides, I think the airbrush would do well with that. I wouldn't necessarily use airbrush for eyeshadow and stuff like that. I don't like the way that it looks, and it feels really funny. But as far as doing it for foundation coverage, it looks so good, you guys. It looks really, really good. It's so flawless. I would use it for that. I would use it for blush, and I would use it for highlight. And I would even use it for contour. But anything that has to do with small amounts of detail, for eyeshadow or anything like that, I don't think I would use it for that. I would definitely use my hand for something like that, unless if I was doing an artistic piece where, you know, it's really intricate and there's like all these little, like, I might do it for something like that where you have to blend colors in and stuff. But for everyday makeup or for set makeup, I would probably only use it for larger areas. So that would be, again, the foundation, contour, blush, and highlight. But we went over, you know, getting used to the pressure of the pen. I call it a pen, but it's actually like a gun. It's like an airbrush, but it looks like a pen. But we kind of she trained us on that, and you know, how to get comfortable with the lever and the pressure and all that kind of stuff. So there was quite a bit, and we also went really in depth on how to clean the airbrush gun, taking it apart. It's like a million different pieces in this thing. I had no idea that airbrush gun had so many pieces, but you have to maintain that gun, because if you have any dried product in there and you try and use it, it's not going to give you that nice, you know, flawless finish. It's going to kind of be spitting on it's not good. So she taught us how to take the whole thing apart and clean it properly and put it all back together. So overall, this class was amazing. I learned so much in those 6 days that I can't even explain it to you. Carrie is amazing, you guys. I don't know what it is with Carrie. she's a good person. She's just, you know, like when you meet somebody and you can tell that this is their life. This is what makes Carrie Carrie. And I think that she really wants us all to do really well, because she loves this so much and she knows that we love it so much. So it's like there's all this love that's going around. Then you throw Michael in there, and he loves photography, and Michael is trying to learn how to airbrush, y'all. Like every time we would have the hands, like he was there for all the classes, he was there for all the hands-on. He was trying to learn just as much as we were. And it actually makes sense, because he was saying like he wants to learn this stuff too, because it helps him understand how the makeup kind of reads on camera and why we do the things that we do. And he was even saying that with his studio, he has because he knows like some of the terms that we use in class. So he was saying like, oh yeah, I have a beauty blender. And I looked at him and I'm like, what do you know about a beauty blender? and he knew what a beauty blender was. I thought that was so cute. Well together, everything was organized. It was awesome. And I just feel like I'm trying to work on getting Carrie to come to Vancouver because we have a large film industry here, and I think that if Carrie was to come here, I think she might shake some stuff up, because I do have friends that are taking makeup courses here, and some of the things that I hear, and I'm not going to mention who, you know, I'm not going to mention the schools or anything, but some of the things that I'm hearing doesn't seem right. It just doesn't seem right. And I just think that someone that is actually in the movie industry, someone that has worked on set and who knows the deal, I think if you want to learn makeup properly, you need to learn from somebody like that. I don't think that you should be learning from someone that I have to be really careful how I say this. I just feel like if you want to learn, I feel like if you want to perfect your craft in makeup, you need to learn from the best. You don't want to be learning from someone that you know, works in a store. You want to learn from someone that is actually in the industry and sees it day in and day out, works on commercials, works on movie sets, if that's where you want to go. If you're cool with just doing your thing on YouTube, that's cool too. But I think that if you want to actually have a certificate and be certified, you need to learn from the best. So that is my vlog, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of long. I did not want it to be this long. But, you know, it was a lot, like, packed into those 6 days, and I wanted to get it all in one video. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please thumbs up if you want to see more vlogs. I'm thinking my next vlog is going to be either Vegas, but you know, you can't show too much when you go to Vegas now. So I'm not even sure if I'm going to do that. I mean, I might do a daytime vlog, but you guys don't need to be seeing what I'm doing at nighttime in Vegas. But it's either going to be Vegas or it's going to be Atlanta. So it's going to be one of those two. And it might even be Hawaii because my friend just moved there. So she's going to be there in September. And I've actually never been to Hawaii. I've never had an interest to go there. But now that she's actually going to be moving there, I have an interest to go there now, so it might even be Hawaii. I'm not sure. I've been traveling so much this year that I can't believe it, but I'm not complaining. Whatever blessings come, I'll take it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.